So what happens when everything fails, like hospitals, schools, power, food and city collapse? So it's like a survival and recovery blueprint. Okay, so what if tomorrow hospital stop functioning, electricity grids fail, food supply chain breaks, and schools, transport and communication all slow down at once? So this is not fiction. This is what infrastructure collapse look like in war, disaster or economic breakdown. The real question is not what will happen. The real question is how does a system survive and rebuild itself. So the part 1 will be like what infrastructure really means. Infrastructure is not just buildings. It is a life support system of a nation. There are core 6 pillars: healthcare, education, energy, water, transport and communication. Even if one weakens, the entire system starts shaking. If multiple fail together, civilization slows down. Okay, so now we come to the second part, that is before or during. Okay, what we have to do, and we have to understand this thing. So before, the prevention phase, the risk forecasting should be there. Okay, there should be some people who should forecast the risk. Okay, then we come to the emergency reserves. There the country should see that the emergency reserve should be always be there. Okay, and third is backup systems. The backup system should be there for each and every infrastructures. Then local production readiness. Okay, so in war, in economic breakdown, in disasters, okay, what happens if you try to import, okay, and then this thing happens, then it's like a disaster. So local production readiness should be there. Then during this phase, crisis phase, emergency hospitals, mobile supply chains, local food distribution, power rationing systems should be in place. And after recovery, the reconstruction of all disasters happens, economic reboot planning should be there, infrastructure redesign should be there, psychological recovery. Like most systems fail because they only plan for before, not during or after. So now we come to the third part, failure cascade model. One failure never stay isolated. Example, power failure, water pumps stops. Water failure, hospital collapse. Hospital fails, mortality rises. Okay, transport failures, food shortage. Communication failures, panic spread. So infrastructure collapse is always a chain reaction, not a single event. Then we come to the part 4 is redundancy system or survival. Never depend on one system. Dual backup system should be there. Electricity, grid, solar plus generators. Water, pipeline plus rainwater harvesting. Food, market plus home production. Communication, internet, radio and other things. So resilience is like duplication of survival system. Then we come to the part 5, that is city versus rural resilience. Cities, high dependency on systems, fast collapse under disruption, strong efficiency, weak survival, autonomy. Rural areas is like food producing capacity, which is not happening in cities. Slower system failures because they are self-reliant. Okay, so modern cities are powerful but fragile. So the cities should be developed in such a way that they should be self-reliant when such thing happens. Then part 6 is system interdependency matrix. 6 systems are deeply linked, like food, water, energy, health, transport, communication. So no system works alone. Each depends on the other 5. Part 7 is like 3-tier survival print. Household levels. 30-day food storage should be there. First aid medicines, solar lights plus backup power and water storage. Then on the community level, shared farming, local clinics, water tanks, cooperative storage. City level, decentralized hospital should be there, micro power grids, local distribution hubs. Okay, part 8, self-sustaining loop system. A resilient system never wastes resources. So the model will be like waste, then compost from that, then farming, then from farming food, then again you have to see that no waste is there. Then if we come to solar, storage, then use from them, then recharge. So everything becomes a loop, not a one-time consumption system. So part 9 is like human behavior in crisis. Infrastructure is only half the system. The other half is human behavior. Panic buying, destroys supply balance. Fear reduces cooperation. Then trust collapse accelerates breakdown. Then communities determine survival speed. So system fall faster when the people stop cooperating. Then the part 10 is technology layer, that is future resilience. Modern survival system should include AI-based supply prediction, drone delivery for emergencies, satellite communication backup, smart microgrid, mobile hospitals. Technology must support survival, not depend on perfection. Okay, now we come to the part 11, that is global real world lesson. War zones show supply chain collapse first. Economic crisis show food instability first. Natural disaster shows infrastructure fragility first. So every crisis starts with system breakdown, not people breakdown. So what should be the master resilience framework? 6-pillar system: decentralization, redundancy, localization, energy independence, food security and community networks. If these 6 pillars exist, no crisis can fully collapse the system. So infrastructure is what makes modern life possible, but resilience is what makes it survivable. The strongest system in the world are not the ones that never fail, but the ones that continue even after failure. So if this change your thinking, share it, because understanding system is the first step towards surviving them. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.